What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here in Bangkok, Thailand with my man Matyas. So he's flown in a couple weeks ago, kind of ready to get a little boot camp on, and then of course work with us when it comes to the content. So a lot of the content you're going to be seeing here moving forward, this is the guy behind the scenes putting in the work to make sure you guys are provided with the best content out here while we're in Thailand, bro. So today's workout is essentially going to be his leg workout. So we're going to go through his programming through all sorts of videos. Today starts with legs, of course, and yeah, we're simply just going to put you guys through it or show you guys what the leg workout entails, and then put him through it.
Yeah, it's it's not going to be that much hardcore like you maybe are used to from different videos from John and other bodybuilders. But I want to show you guys that because I have adductor injury, adductor tendinopathy. So I want to show you guys that there is possibility to train around injuries, and actually these workouts can help heal the injury. And yeah, just show you guys that you can work around all this stuff and still grow, still make progress. And of course, it's still gonna be hard. So
still hardcore, baby. All right, so let's get started.
John put me through this workout and let's go.
All right, so we're gonna start off with calves. Let's make our way. So first up, we are starting off with calves. What I like to do is make sure that we're warming up from the ground up. So warm the feet up, warm the ankles up, calves, tibia, then we work into the larger extremities moving upwards towards the hip. So really good standing calf variety here.
Why should you do calves first on the leg day? I took it from my coach, John. For me, like John already said, I like to warm up the ankles, and it's good for the squats. You know, I can go deeper after on the squats, on the lunges, and on all the other exercises. One more thing is, if you put calves last, who really puts effort at that point, you know, into them? So not many people train calves multiple times a week. So if you train them like once or twice, I think it's better to put them first, so you really can put a lot of effort into them and make them grow.
All right, so this is Matyas' first working set. As you see from his explanation, we're making sure to get a good slow stretch, working that eccentric. And then if you notice, the concentric portion is a little bit quicker. We're trying to get a lot of force out of the hole so we can get as deep as a contraction as we possibly can.
I do a really quick contraction, so I squeeze it for maybe just 1 second to feel the muscle, but then I go pretty slowly down, and especially in the bottom I enjoy the stretch, you know, 2 to 3 seconds, deep stretch, and then go explode up, hold the contraction again. So I try to really stretch the muscle, stretch the calf, and like I said, it's pretty different from a lot of people that I see. Start to the workout.
All right, so we're starting off quads with a little bit of some leg extensions here. This is gonna be one of the warm-up sets, moving into the working set. So for us, we're always doing at least a couple warm-up sets just to get things moving, getting the body ready for the coming exercise. Notice the tempo, guys. Look at that tempo. 1, 2, 3. At least a 3 to 4 second negative, really controlling the eccentric. Everything that we do, we want to make sure that we are controlling the eccentric portion of the movement. It is extremely important. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Matyas. Let's go.
Good. That's good.
Come on. There we go. Keep going. You got at least 5 more. 1. 2. Give it to me. Let's go. Let's go. 2 more. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Nice. That's how it's done.
Let's go. Oh, no, no. You got
Oh, we got an overachiever here. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is how it's done. Come on. All the way. Good.
We are doing kind of like more isolation movement to really pre-exhaust the quads and warm up the knees. But like I said, the pre-exhaustion is really important, especially right now for me, because I don't want to really use like heavy weights because of the adductor. So this will really help us. We will do 3 sets. The last set will be just single leg to really hit those quads. And yeah, here I have no problems with the adductor on the leg extension, so I can go pretty close to failure. This one is going to be really hard.
Come on. Hand down, hand down. Keep your hip down. Yes, like that. Push against the pad, push your butt against the pad, like that. There we go. There we go. Good. Right there. Right there. Good. Good. Nice.
As you could see, guys, I did lengthen partials at the end of this set. It's just another intensifier, how you can take your set beyond failure. I do it here in leg extensions in the bottom half, that's the lengthened part. And like I said, you can get more gains like this if you want to use this intensifier.
Look who happens to show up this morning. We got the boss man. Let's get in there.
Just testing out the equipment for the members.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you. This is Bart right here, owner of Muscle Factory Gym. So one thing I was gonna add here is that there's a reason why we're still implementing the squat into his programming, even though the adductor is slightly hindered with, and it's not allowing him to perform at his absolute best. But the one thing we don't wanna do is actually stop doing any particular movement. So if in this case, he's not really able to push himself, at least we can take him through it, go light, maybe extend the reps so we're doing more repetitions. And in this way, it's gonna actually help accelerate the healing process over time because we're not removing certain movement patterns from his programming.
If you don't have squat shoes, which I don't right now, a good tip is use like just 2.5 kg plates. Place them under your heels, and that will help you get even lower, get a little bit better range of motion, because a lot of people have limiting ankle mobility in the squats, so they can't go really that deep. And of course, the stretch is what we want, so this can help you a lot.
Look at that maximum depth. Look at that. Look at that. That's how you want your squat to look. Good. Once again, like everything else, focusing on that eccentric portion, getting total control over the weight. So one thing you want to make sure you're doing when you're weightlifting, guys, is you want to be able to control the weight. I always say, control the weight, don't let the weight control you. That way you know you're 100% capable of doing what you want to do here, and then minimizing the risks of potential injury moving forward. Look at that beautiful squat. You notice he has a good eccentric. He's also using a pause at the bottom, which is another intensifier that could be utilized with your training.
So as you could see, I did just 10 reps. I just go until I feel like my adductor tendon is getting like irritated a little bit, so then I stop, of course. I don't want to irritate it. This is just to get back to the ability of doing these basic movements like squats. It's one of the most basic movements, the most basic movement for the lower body. And I want to get back the ability to do it with higher and higher weights. But before I can do higher weights, I have to start with something like this, 60 kg on the bar and doing it for 10 reps. But we will build up over time.
I'm just fucking around, by the way. I like to kind of just do total body training at the moment. I just find it a lot more beneficial for me because I don't really necessarily need to push myself to absolute failure. Similar to Matyas, he has the adductor injury. I have a rec fem injury, so it's really working basically this hip flexor here. So I've been really trying to work on these sorts of areas so that I can make sure that my overall mobility is nice and clean. And as we get older, I'm 35 now, we want to make sure that our mobility is intact, right? Because if you lose your mobility, this is how our bodies tend to age a lot more rapidly over time. So as we get older, we need to not only focus on obviously our strength and the weight training aspect of things, but also our just natural movement patterns. Like Matyas was speaking about earlier, being able to squat. Think about it. What is the first thing we do as soon as we, come out of the womb? We're walking, we're squatting, crawling. It's like, you got to take these steps. And these are things I believe we still need to maintain as we get older. If not, you get old. So next up, we are going to be performing some single leg hamstring curls. So we've moved on from the quads, now moving on into the hamstring motions. And by doing this one in particular, we're being able to isolate one side over the other so that when we do move into a compound movement, let's say a stiff leg or RDL, we're warmed up both sides. We can really, really feel everything. That mind to muscle connection is nice and strong. Come on. Good. Nice. Come on. Come on, get it up there. Nice. Nice and smooth. Good. Good. All right, peep the form, guys. It's one of the biggest things that we're trying to show you is form and technique here with these movements. Seeing how the hips shift, where the stretch is loaded, how we're working the contraction. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good. Nice and controlled. Good. Open those hips. Nice. Good. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, oh, good. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's what we call failure. All right, so now we're finishing up legs with a stationary lunge pattern, a little bit elevated with the front foot, as you guys see Matyas doing here. So this is basically like an ATG split squat here that we're kind of utilizing. We're just kind of using this as just a burnout, you know, something that's just complete body weight, no additional stressors, really getting the most out of this area that we've been working for the last 1.5 hours. So this not only helps with burning the muscle out, but simultaneously actually helping our overall mobility. And I believe it does help with recovery over the next couple of days so that we're able to recover from this workout a lot quicker. Well, that is it for today's workout, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's training session here with Matyas. How are you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling pretty exhausted.
Good.
Even though it's more like a rehab workout, but
yeah,
still we pushed some sets to failure, so.
This kid says rehab workout while he's sitting here absolutely annihilating himself. You know, in some ways, yes, in some ways, no. We're still making progress, and that is the beauty of this all. Is like, even if we have injuries and stuff, we can figure out how to work around these things. It's exactly what we've done with his program, is what we've done with my program. And if you guys are looking for a coach and you need some help with your training, your nutrition, just getting in the best shape of your life, make sure you guys are hitting that link down below, because we do have our coaching open up for the new year in 2025. So make sure to check that out. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoy all the content. We are going to be throwing stuff at you guys left and right from here on out. Super excited for what we have to come. And until next time, guys, the training session